Hey guys and gals, it's Jake Klein with DJ NN. I am here in my house and look what Santa just brought me. No, FedEx just dropped this off. It is the new MC6000MK2. Really excited about this one. We're going to just go ahead and unbox it. I'm going to have it hooked up to my laptop with Virtual DJ. It does come with Serato Intro, and I did hook it up with that while I was at NAMM in a private room, and it worked great. Very accurate, scratching, the whole 9 yards. So we're going to go ahead and go slowly, pan over the front of it, give you an idea. Right in the front here, you level for your monitors. This is obviously for your headphone. Mic, each EQ, low, mid, and high. You have your mic echo. For those of you really into using your crossfader, all of the great features that Denon is known for giving you. Right here, I have them through. I'm not big on using my crossfader, however, that's just my personal preference. You have the option to do it any way that you like, and that's one of the things I do like about Denon, is they make sure that they take care of all of the different types of DJs. So if you're a scratch DJ and you do crab scratching and stuff like that, you want that kind of really fantastic control over your crossfader, you have that. Okay, enough about that. So a couple things that are different that you see right off the bat. Now giving you the ability to change decks by just pushing a simple common sense number. Deck number 2 is on the top, deck number 4 on the bottom. Same thing over here, deck number 1 on the top, deck number 3 on the bottom. Low, mids, and highs for all of your channels. You have video and audio, XF link, and of course, like the original MC6000MK1, you have the ability to get rid of your mouse and go through your song list, your playlist, load them onto your decks, nice and easy, go backwards, forwards. Fantastic control. All of those features have pretty much stayed the same. They added very simple, now it's PC instead of USB. I know that was a little confusing to some of you. So if you're using 4, you put them all on PC. If you want this assigned to channel 1, channel 2, or channel 4, same thing here, channel 1, channel 2, or channel 3, simply switch it over, not a big deal. Over here, your master, that has stayed in the same place. They've now moved your booth up here so that you have better control of your sliders, moving them down here. I really like that they did that. Booth, of course, you send out, assign whichever channel you have. If you have an MP3 player or something there on one of the channels, you want to send that out to a different speaker in another room near booth out. Now, speaking of outs, let's go ahead and go around the back here and see what we have. A couple things that are the same and a couple things that are different. The same, your mics. It's giving you 1/4 inch XLR, your lines, it's giving you nice RCAs, of course phono line for line 3 and 4, and your outputs unbalanced, they're giving you your RCA. Now you have a stereo switch and a mono switch. That's always very nice to have. Very much appreciate that myself, because I do send out to a couple of gigs that I do on a regular basis. I send out to the house unit and I end up having to go left channel only, XLR out, in order to give them just a mono signal. This way I can just go like this and I don't have to mess around with unhooking my right side. As before, you have your nice, if you don't have your XLRs, you have your 1/4 inch balanced. A little bit different here. Now in the past, in the MK1 series, you had a switch for PC and Mac. That is now eliminated. The unit will recognize whether it's hooked up to a PC or Mac. You don't need that. These are your USB. You have through to your PC, USB audio outs, which is your channel 3 and 4, or record out. Yes, I said that, record out, or even record out just the mic. So for those of you recording ceremonies and you're doing your ceremony using your MK2, you can record just the mics of the minister and the bride and groom, play that back a little bit later. We can go over that later on, but for now it's a really cool feature that they added. And of course your on off and your power in. This is where you hook your USB that goes directly to your laptop or your Mac, and we're going to go ahead and get set up and plug in PC right now and show you how this works as a 4-deck player and as well as a 2-deck player. Okay guys, so at this point of the review for the Denon MK2, I would like to show you hooking it up to my laptop using a PC. I do not use a Mac, but if you can use a Mac, it's pretty much exactly the same setup. So I'm going to go ahead and move the camera a little bit closer, and we're going to show you on the computer itself. So I've already hooked up the USB to it. Going to go ahead and turn the unit on. You don't have to do it in that order. You can turn the unit on and then hook up the USB. Of course, helps when you have the power on. Okay, the controller is powering up, so we're good to go at this point. Going to go ahead and open Virtual DJ. We're going to go ahead and open Virtual DJ. I just want to show you in Virtual DJ for the MK2, there are two things that you need to do that are a little bit different. Number one, you're going to have to go to the Virtual DJ site and download their new mapping. It's a very easy download. It takes all of about 3 minutes to download depending on your internet speed, and it automatically installs it. Here I have it in 4-deck. I'll show you that it works in 4-deck as well as 2. The first thing that you're going to have to do is go into your config. And this is a little bit different. Let me double check the camera to see that you can actually see what I'm talking about. Let's see here. There we go. Normally the settings in Virtual DJ for the MC6000MK2 would have your inputs at line ins and then your outputs at external. But in this case, what Virtual DJ says that you should do, and it works, is to have inputs as none, outputs, headphones, then your new driver, which is the Denon DJ ASIO for DJ controller. Click apply and you're good to go. Go ahead and load up a couple of songs, which in my case I have them on my hard drive, so we're just going to throw a couple of things on there real quick on the top two, and I'll go ahead and throw a couple on the bottom two as well, so that you can see everything is working good. And there we go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and back up the camera so we can see the controller in use with it, which should be right about there. Let's zoom out a bit. Okay, so right now I should be playing, the top player is lit up. As you can hear, we're playing that wonderful song by Too Short. Easily changing to the bottom player by pressing number 4. So the top is 2, you can see it here, bottom is 4, and that is going to be this channel. And again on the other side, same thing. Right now we'll be starting with the top one. Want to switch it to the bottom one, simply go there, lift your slider. So, give you a quick close-up, hopefully, everything that you're able to see. In this case, I have everything on PC, so that all 4 of these channels are working in conjunction with Virtual DJ with the 4 different players. So you've got everything going there. Now, what I want to show you real quick, for those of you who don't use the 4, that it does work with 2. So we're going to go ahead and go into config. Let's stop all the songs that are playing. And we're going to go into your skins, change your skin. In this case I'm using 1600 to 900. Switch it to 2 decks. And there we go. 2 deck playing. And if you look up here at Virtual DJ, I don't know if you can see from there or not, let me double check. But 2 decks playing, that's the one side, here's the other side. Now the accuracy, for those who scratch. I'm not great at scratching, but I'll give you an idea how accurate it is. You know, probably not as good as DJ Flip or somebody else would do it, but I think you get the idea. It's a much tighter feel on these jog wheels Plenty of loose, but they really feel nice. A couple of other features that I may have gone over or may not in the beginning of this video. You have very well lit 4 of your hot cue points as well as your hot sample. We'll go over the hot sample a little bit later. Sensor slip, for those of you scratching, helps a little bit with that. Pretty much everything else is really nice. You've got your 4 different channels to cue up your effects. Obviously your effects will depend on what you have it hooked up with. Virtual DJ, if you have it hooked up with Serato or Tractor or any other program that you may have it mapped with, that will change what your effects knobs do. In this case with Virtual DJ, you can assign it to several different effects and then change the effects on the fly and have a lot of fun with that. I really love it. They've moved the master booth up to the top here, so now you have access to your sliders a lot better. They used to be up here, if you remember, in the original MC6000. Now they're down here. Gives you better control. I really feel like they've really taken into account everything that DJs have asked for. So again, you still have all your booth assignments, so if you have a speaker in another room, you're doing a wedding, you can go ahead and send out to that booth a different channel of music. Of course, just like the original MK1, you have not only your PC but also your lines, so you can assign each one of these outer to either to phonos or to CD players or to your MP3 player or whatever you want, your iPhone, your iPod, your Android phone. Mic levels, I'm not sure if I went over this. Just like in the MK1, they give you the same great features. That is your mic on, your ducking, your post, also your echo on and off. And as I think I showed you in the very beginning, each mic has now a low, mid, and high, plus your effects for your mic echo. Monitor, now you have a pan left and right, which is always nice. You can split it, splitting your cue and your master level. Trying to think if I thought of everything for you. Key lock is now right here, nice and easy tap. You know what that button is. I'm not even going to mention it for those of you who know. I try not to use it, but you know, when you're doing a wedding, sometimes it's nice. The microphone. A lot of people, not everybody, but some people, said that they had a problem with the MK1 with the microphones being a little too hot with their wireless mics or their wired mics. I'm going to show you right now that that is not a problem in this one. So whatever the issue was before, it's not there anymore. So my master level right now is halfway up. My speaker is about 3/4 of the way up. And as you can see on my master mic, it's taking quite a bit before it gets hot enough to give me feedback. So they obviously fixed that problem. For those who thought it was a problem and it was a little too hot, it surely is not hot anymore. It's just right. So once again, this is Jay Klein with DJ NN. See if I can get myself in focus and not scare you that it's too close. This is the new Denon MK2, the MC6000. I hope you guys liked it. Hope you liked the review.